Let's discuss how MCP server works internally when we are using server-side events as a transport type. So this is a very simple MCP server in Python using fastmcp. And here, as you can see, I'm using transport type as server-side events. So there are two ways in which a MCP client can interact with a server. One is stdio and second is server-side events. So the advantage of using server-side events is we can actually host this on AWS or Google Cloud, and we can have a URL slash SSE, base URL slash SSE, and our client can communicate with the server. Yeah, so it has only one simple tool, which is multiply, and here's the description. And for testing purposes, I'll add at a 50 to the result. So Uh, for example, if we pass 3 and 4, so it will give 3, 4, 12, 12 plus 50. So it will add additional 50 just for the testing purposes. So here is the flow when we use SSE transport type. So our client first make a GET request to the URL and slash SSE endpoint. So what it does is it establishes a SSE connection, and we have SSE messages from the server to the client. So first message is session ID. We will see that in action in a while. And using that session ID, we can actually make a post request to this endpoint, and we have different type of methods. Server-side events. So MCP architecture is based on jsonrpc. So this payload is jsonrpc type payload. So it has method jsonrpc version arguments. We will discuss that in a while. Yeah. So this was our MCP server. Let me just run it. So it is running on port 8000. I'll just copy it and yeah, so this is the connection has been established and we get a session ID. So we can use this session ID to initialize our MCP server. So these two post requests are mandatory in an MCP server. So first I'll just replace this session ID, and this is a payload which I was talking about, JSON RPC version ID. The method is we have different types of method in MCP server: initialize, call, uh, list tools. We will see that in a while. So I'll just enter send, and as you can see, we got a message that it has initialized. Second, we have to initialize notifications also. So I'll just use that session ID again, and yeah, so the notification is also initialized. Now we want to list tools, which tools are available on this server. So again, we use session ID and hit send, and we get this JSON response. We have we had only one tool, which was multiply. So we get multiply tool listed here. Now, if I want to call this tool, we can use this call method. So this is the standard MCP method. I'll just again use that session ID to call it. And for simplicity, I will use 4 and 3. And it should give me 12 plus 50. Yeah, so 62 is our answer. So it means the tool was successfully ran. Now, you must have used Claude Desktop to interact with the MCP server. We can discuss that also. So this is the JSON Claude desktop config JSON file, which we need to set up in order to use the MCP server. So this is pretty simple. This uses this package MCP remote, and we pass a URL to our MCP server. Let me just open Claude, and if we go in settings and developers, we have our tool. We have our MCP server, sorry. So how do we use this tool? As you can see, we have SSE counter tool available to us. I'll just say multiply 4 and let's say 2 using tool. So it should run that MCP server function, and it should return 4 into 2, which is 8, 8 plus 50, 58. So let's run it. Yeah, so it gave me 58, which is correct according to our function. And it also mentioned the multiply tool gives standard multiplication and then adds 50, additional 50, because we had mentioned in our tool will give additional 50 to the result. In the next videos, we will discuss how to host this MCP server, and yeah, see you in next video. Thank you for watching.